is up? Jasile here. I want to quickly give you a warrior guide. Give me 1 second so I can turn my volume down. That's graphics. We're not turning graphics down. Alright. Real quick warrior guide, and this is going to be all on Fury. I do know Fury is not doing so well. That's why everybody's been tunneled to play ARMS, including myself. So that's why I've been neglecting on making a guide for Fury Warriors. I do know there are a few people out there that love the gameplay on a Fury Warrior, and they're gonna play Fury regardless of what's going on with it. From what I've learned, this is how I play. Now, don't quote me on this. This is how I play. This works for me. I've got everything calculated just right to where I will not lose rage to the point where I'm starved myself of rage. Which is just you charge in, you Bloodthirst, you Wild Strike, you Colossal Smash. That puts all your bleeds up on your target. Then from there, you use Bloodthirst when you keep Bloodthirst on a cooldown. Use Wild Strike when you can't use Bloodthirst, and when your Colossal Smash bleeds start to fade, the main one we're looking for are these two. We're not really that worried about that one. The Awakened Armor and the Physical Vulnerability are the two that we are mainly concerned about. When those bleeds come off, you reapply your Colossal Smash. I always put Colossal Smash up just so I can get my debuffs up on the my debuffs and bleeds up on the target. Raging Blow, when it procs, that's a priority. You want to use Raging Blow as soon as it... By the way, Raging Blow only procs when you're enraged. I didn't know if you'd know that or not, but there's some info for it. Let's go over my specialization. Fury, of course. My talents, I'm going with, right now I'm going with Double Time, Second Wind, Piercing Howl, Bladestorm. Normally my Spell Reflection. If I'm doing twos with a healer, I'll go with Vigilance. It just depends on the what's going on at the time. And I normally go with Avatar, but when I run comps that don't have a lot of CC, I always go Stormbolt just for that extra CC. It always helps. On my Arms Warrior, I always use Shockwave, but I love Dragon Roar and I love Bladestorm for that damage. The damage from these two are just insane if you play them right. In order to do that, you need to make sure you have all your debuffs and bleeds on your target in order for that to successfully work. And when you do that, you will put out a lot of damage. There's no doubt. Glyphs, I have kind of done this a little bit. Like with Fury, I'm still tweaking them. But so far, what I'm going with is Glyph of Colossal Smash. I do Glyph of Colossal Smash just for the Sunder Armor. That way, I do not have to actually apply it. It's just one less button, and it helps, just like ARMS. Another one is pretty much just like ARMS too. Glyph of Rude Interruption. I always use this no matter what, because if you can get an interrupt off, your damage is increased by 6% for 20 seconds. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when you interrupt something, you notice it. Increase the total healing provided by your Victory Rush by 50%. This glyph has no effect if combined with Impeding Victory talent. As you've seen, I do not have Impeding Victory, so this works. This was mainly for BGs because I get a lot of killing blows in BGs, so I mean that's a 50% heal, or it's a 50% increase on your heal, so that's good. The minor glyphs are not really important. They never really are important. This one is increases the healing you receive from bandages by 20%. This one is actually pretty good. I use this in 2s all the time. You just can't go wrong with it, because if you can get away to bandage up a little bit, you maybe Storm Bolt the healer, say you got them all down, and it's just you and the healer left. Storm Bolt, run off, heal up a little bit, you know, and you get 20% heals while your deep wounds is active. So I mean, if you got a Storm Bolt on the target, they're not able to cleanse themselves to get that stuff off, you know, so that's always good. This one is kind of like the trick. Your deep wounds are even bloodier than normal. I like to make people think that I'm bursting when I'm not, because if they think I'm bursting, they might blow defensive cooldowns and then I have them. So any extra thing to help people think that I'm is amazing. So yeah, I go with that. It's a Glyph of Gushing Wounds. The other one is Glyph of Watchful Eye. Intervene will now target the party or raid member with the lowest health within 25 yards. That's all my glyphs. That's my talents and specialization, which this video is over. I'm gonna go over gymming a little bit, because that's always important. No, I do not have the brilliant meta gym. I haven't really played this character much to get any kind of conquest points at all, so I do not have that. I do have Bloody Dancing Steel only because when you make a tournament character, it automatically gives you it, so that's why I've got that. I have got, in all my yellow sockets, I have got a 160 PvP resilience. In all my red sockets, I've got an 80 strength, 160 crit gem. That's in red. I've got, in blue, I've got 80 PvP power and 160 mastery. For my prismatic socket in my belt, I have put a 160 PvP resilience, the yellow gem, and that covers all those. For enchants, I went on shoulders. I went with 200 strength and 100 crit. 180 critical strike on my back, my cloak. I went with 200 PvP resilience in my chest. Bracers, I went 170 mastery. Gloves, I went 170 mastery. Pants, I went 285 strength, 165 crit. Boots, I went 140 mastery, the minor speed increase. Rings are not enchanted. I do not have enchanting, so those are not enchanted. Okay, let's go over my macros, because this is the main reason why I made this video. Okay. First off, we've got my Bloodthirst macro. It's hashtag show tooltip Bloodthirst, equipset main 1, I'll go over that in a minute, slash cast Bloodthirst, slash cast Hamstring. This is because when I get on my target and I cast Bloodthirst, I like the fact that, well, it doesn't always do it, unfortunately, but a lot of the times it will apply Hamstring on the target. It actually just missed right there, that's why it's not on the target. I am on the boss, so let's do this. Okay, see, there's the Hamstring and deep wounds, just with one button. And it looks like it's applying it every time, which, that's good because it wasn't doing that earlier. This is actually what I was going for, where it would apply it every time. So, that macro is great. I'll go over the equip set stuff in a minute because that becomes a little bit difficult. So next I'm going to go over my Wild Strike macro. It's show tooltip Wild Strike, equip set main, /cast Wild Strike, /cast cleave. This is because when I just hit for cleave using Wild Strike. So it will hit with Wild Strike and it hits with cleave. So that's 2 skills with 1 button. That's just more damage. The other one I'm going to go over is my Raging Blow. Raging Blow is show tooltip Raging Blow, equip set burst, /cast Raging Blow, /cast Heroic Strike. Again, it's just more damage, more skills that you can put on a target, and it's just more damage. Let's see. Okay, charge. I use show tooltip charge, equip set burst, /cancelaura Bladestorm, /cast heroic throw. Use G91 Landshark, /cast charge. What this does is I charge, it heroic throws, and it cancels Bladestorm if I'm in one, in order for me to charge. If I'm not close enough to the target and charge is not up, and I spam charge, it will spam my G91 Landsharks, which do 37,000 damage, which any damage is good. I'm pretty sure that doesn't work in arenas. I haven't really paid attention to see if it did or not, but it doesn't say it doesn't work, so there's a possibility it could. I do know it works in BGs. That's mainly the reason why I put it on there, for that extra damage at BGs. This is my defensive macro. I'm not going to go over this. This is my shield wall defensive macro. This is a very important macro. It will boost your health back up, and it will keep you in the fight with a lot of defense. My die by the sword, I call it retaliation, but that's what it used to be called. My die by the sword is just, I'm taking a little bit of damage. I don't want my health to get below a certain point, so I will pop this. Well, that was the wrong one. I'm still getting used to my keybinds, by the way. There it is. I got my mount macro. It equips set main 1, /cast battle shout, /cast my Vicious Skeletal Warhorse. And then this one right here is just because when I pop my burst, it does not pop my Bladestorm or my Dragon Roar, whichever one I have. So I would alt up and it would blow whatever's there. I have Bladestorm here, and I did have Dragon's Roar here. I don't know where it went, but I had it there just for the cooldown, so I could see the cooldown on them, and I could hover over it and see it. It's not that important. It's just handy, just in case you did need it. This right here, I'm not going to go over this either. This is my burst macro. The burst macros have been the same. The only difference between mine and everybody else's is I cancel Aurora Flask of Earth in mine. That way I lose the stamina and I gain Flask of Winter's Bite, which is the strength. That's very important if you're going to be using those guys. I can't stress that enough. If you need any more info on that, just let me know, and I can talk to you one-on-one, whatever. That's if you need more info. So those are my macros, and now I'm going to go over one last thing, and that would be my gear set. I have main gear set. All this is a one-hander in my main hand and a two-hander in my offhand. This is because Okay, dealing 82% weapon damage, 115% if a one-handed weapon is equipped. Okay? So, this, you need a one-hander in order for this to do as much damage as possible. Okay? That's why I have equipset main, so it will put the main set on there with my one-hander, so I will do as much damage as I possibly can. Seeing to a Fury is not all there, you know, it's not got all the damage. That's important, is to make sure you get as much out of each skill as you possibly can. That's all there is to it. This is a quick strike with your offhand weapon. Wild Strike is. That's why my two-hander is my offhand. So I put my two-hander in my offhand for Wild Strike, and I put my one-hander in my my main hand for cleave. Okay, another one is my burst. All that is two two-handers. Both with Bloody Dancing Steel. I do want to say that actually, it's got Bloody Dancing Steel too. I thought I had it something else. Okay. My defensive is shield and one-hander. That is macroed in with my defensive macro. As soon as I pop my defensive macro, I go sword and shield. I take a lot less damage. Another thing is, when I verse rogues, I like to eat the opener. So what I'll do is I'll just go in defensive stance, and I will equip a sword and shield just for the extra defense, so I don't take as much damage on that opener. I don't like to trinket anything. I like to save trinket in case something pops up and I really needed it. So there's that. This right here is really nothing. I was trying to see if when you got disarmed, if you could switch to new weapons and be undisarmed, but it does not work, so let's get rid of that. Main one is my two-hander is in my main hand, and my one-hander is in my offhand. My offhand has the disarm duration and the PvP power enchant. My two-hander still has Bloody Dancing Steel, so there's those two. Now, just for what I was telling you about cleave and Wild Strike, how you need a one-hander and a two-hander for that to do as much damage as possible. Raging Blow is just like that. The only thing is, with Raging Blow, it uses both weapons to attack, so you would want your two-handers. So you could go two-handers and still hit with whatever Heroic Strike will hit with. If you want to get more damage out of Heroic Strike, what you'll do is you will put a two-hander on and a one-hander on, because Heroic Strike hits harder with you're not going to be disappointed. I was actually thinking of macroing my Heroic Strike in with Colossal Smash, maybe. I'll let you know how that goes, but so far I'm using this. It's equipset burst, so it will put both two-handers on, and I'm just letting Heroic Strike do its thing. Let me think here. That pretty much covers everything. Yeah, that pretty much covers everything. If there's anything that you guys would like to know that I kind of left out, just let me know. Message me on YouTube or put it in the comments. Doesn't matter to me. I read all that. I read all my messages. I pretty much read anything. If you try and get a hold of me, I will get back with you. Let me think if there's anything else I need to go over. No, that's it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have been very anxious to get this video out to you guys. I just haven't had time because ARMS was doing so good. I just wanted to get on that action, you know, so. staying arms, and I'm doing a little bit of PvP with Fury now, so I've learned it. And if you guys know more about Fury than it seems that I do, and you want to give advice, go for it. I listen to everything. I like constructive criticism. So, with that being said, if you guys want to let me know some stuff, like stuff that you think I should know, that I missed out, you know, just let me know. I'm not going to get pissed or anything. I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to be making a vlog quite soon, covering some things and some projects that I'm working on for you guys. That's another reason why some videos have been a little bit late. That's no excuse for this Fury video, though. That's no excuse at all. It is with other videos. I have kind of put things on hold, like my soloing. I've put that on hold to bring out some more projects for you guys. So I'm working on like 5 different videos right now. I'm working, well, I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly what I'm doing, but I'm working on a montage video for you guys. It's going to be very badass. It's going to be cool as hell. So be looking forward to that, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.